found some treasures at the flea market. Come along and see what I can do with them. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Horticulture Geek. I'm Ray. And thank you so much for joining me in the garden today. And as you can see from the video title today, I have been flea marketing. And if you are a gardener like me, you like filling your garden and your space with fun things that you don't really pay a lot of money for. So flea marketing and yard selling and thrift storing is kind of a thing that's fun to do. And so I went out just the other day and found a couple of things that I want to show you because they need a little work. So today we're going to be trash to treasuring a new item for the garden. So come on, let's go and let me show you what I got, tell you what I paid for it, and let's get it fixed up and ready to go. All right, so here we are on the back of the truck is my favorite work area. And these are the pieces that I got at the local flea market. There are several really good flea markets and shops around that I like to go to here in Central Arkansas. And I happened to be in one the other day, and I saw this urn first. And so I picked it up and was looking at it, and it is a really good, sturdy urn. Somebody has tried to put copper paint on it to fancy it up. You can kind of see they tried to do a paint technique on it, but that's fine. No difference to me. I looked the urn over. This is a good tip when I'm looking for stuff like this in the garden. I want it to have a good reservoir because you got to have something to hold enough soil for plants to thrive. And this does have a good deep reservoir. The metal here is in really good condition. It's not rusted or rotten. There's no holes. And if you flip it over, you can see the pedestal is hollow, which means I can put a nice drainage hole in here. The handle is firmly attached and welded on both. So I knew this was a good find. And for only $8, I thought, hey, this would be a great addition to the garden. And I was perfectly content with this. And as I continued around the flea market a few booths away, I came across this right here. And so I picked this up, and the second I picked it up, I thought that it looked about the same size as the urn. And sure enough, it is. So I picked this up. It was $10, which was a little pricey. But again, this is good metal. It's in good shape. It's not rusted. It's not weak. It doesn't have any bad spots in it. And again, somebody has spray painted this to try to give it a little bit more of a fancy appearance. So today, for $18, I have this piece, and I went and I got some spray paint. So that's what I've got to do today. I'm going to spray paint everything on this black so that it will be a matching set, and it will look like the two pieces go together. I don't mind the look of either one of these pieces if they were going to remain separate, but since I want to use this as a true cloche on top of this urn, I need it to match. So I am going to get set up, and we're going to start spray painting this, and we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is actually drill a hole in the bottom of the urn so that I can have adequate drainage for whatever plants I decide to put in here. So let me work on that. So now that I have the hole drilled out there, you can see that. It's time to start spray painting. So I've just got a box here to catch my spray, and we're just gonna get right to it. And to spray, I'm just using Rust-Oleum. There it is. And it's good for wood, plastic, metal, all sorts of stuff. And I am using a gloss black. I tend to like a little bit of a shine to things, knowing that outside it's gonna weather. So I usually start off with a glossy spray. It's just my personal preference, but it's whatever. All right, everybody, so here we go. I have the pieces painted black, and it is the next day. I had to let these dry, and it was hard to kind of get some of these cracks, but that's okay. I took my time. So I think they look pretty darn fun. So now I'm actually gonna go ahead and plant this up. So I'm gonna set the camera up so you can watch me do that real quick, and then we'll show you the final finished planted project in just a minute. All right, here is our finished product. All right, YouTube, that was that project. So I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe it's inspired you. Don't forget to shop at your flea markets, yard sales, thrift stores, consignment shops. You can always find good bargains of things to incorporate into the garden. If you've been with my channel for a while, you know that budget is key. If you're like me, most gardeners don't have exorbitant amounts of money. It's hard for us to go out and spend $500, $600, $700 on a concrete fountain or a $300 for a concrete pot. And so when you go to some of your high-end garden centers, that's kind of the price that things run. So if you can go to a flea market and pick up something like this, I picked up those two pieces for $18, popped a single plant in there, put some decorative moss around it, and now I have a really awesome winter piece on the patio that's gonna look beautiful all the way through spring when the warm weather hits, and then I can just switch it out and continue using it and put something else in there for warm season. But that hellebore that I put in there, that Lenten Rose, is gorgeous. It's gonna look pretty for the rest of the winter until it gets warm. So don't forget to bargain shop. So get out there, go to your flea markets. Those are I always look for urns, pots, baskets, things that you can really use in the garden. So don't be afraid to get out there and hunt for them. Like I said, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, hey, give it a thumbs up. And if for some reason you haven't subscribed to Horticulture Geek yet, go ahead and hit the subscription button and ring that bell, and it'll tell you every time we post a new video here. But until next time, guys, from my garden to yours, I wish you all the best and happy gardening.